Okay, the next step we're going to do here is we're going to do some of these Motown Nano lights. I really like these because they're super easy to work with. What we got here is we're doing a set of headlights and ditch lights. Now when I took the original ditch lights off that were not illuminated, they were just plastic detail parts. They had a hole left, which I ended up having to drill out. There was all this glue over here, which I scraped off and did a little sewer paint to kind of cover that up. What we're going to do is we're going to put a light here, 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 and here, just on the front side. On the back side, we just got two. So here is the problem. Okay, kind of drawing up a little bit here. On the front, as you can see, we're going to be bringing in 8 wires. In theory, we're bringing in 4 resistors. But Motown lights, you don't actually need all 4 of those resistors. And I think we can even get by with just one. So I got a piece of copper-clad PCB, which what does that stand for? Project board. You know, it's this with copper, and we can make a circuit board. What we want to do is we want to bring that in, and then it's got to come up through the top of the shell and then get connected onto the board. It's going to be in the shell, and then all of these lights are going down to what we would normally call the white and blue. Okay, so the white and blue would be here and here in this Tsunami 2. That's what we'd have, is these two guys. The white needs a resistor. The blue is like the red rail, and the other one's like the black rail. But the color for that one is white, and because on the back it's yellow, so it's white and yellow. And then under normal color conventions, you've also got a green and a purple, which are for other lights. But on Tsunami 2, we got a whole bank here of these things. The other thing we got to do is we got to do these 2 speakers and do these 2 guys. We can't fit them in yet until we get those lights wired in the right way. Then we can put these guys in and wire them down to their 2 spots right there. So that's where we're starting at. Step here was, after I got those guys out and I got the holes clear, right there, as you can see, right here and here, there are these 2 little tabs where the front end sits in here like this. However, and we don't want to run wires across and then get caught under the frame because it changes coupler height. By taking my little flush cutter, all I do is just trim that back a tiny bit, and now the wires are going to run right between the as you can see, right between there's a little gap, and these wires are super tiny wire, fit just perfect without any special like provisions that we would have to make if it was any other size. It's another reason I love Motown lights, because it's easy to do that. And we'll clean this up a little bit more, and then we can bring our wires through, and we'll goop them in here. We want to goop them because what if we have to, what if one burns out sometime and we have to change it? Gotta do that. Then we're gonna have to figure out a design for our PC board so that we can connect all those lights up. We got the rear headlights in, and so these Motown LEDs, these little tiny guys here, this type you don't need lenses with. So as you can see, there they are. Now we're using 2 of them, and so we made a little PC board, and you got to use the resistor that comes with them. Okay, that being said, what we did was we went ahead, we made one and gooped it in place, and it's out of the way of the speaker. We put the 2 lights in and wired them up to it, and now what we're going to do is we're going to test it. And to do that test, I'm going to have you look in the mirror over here. If we can do this, let's see, okay, go over here, And I've got the bench tester at 3.5 volts. So you guys watch in the mirror. I'm going to take 2 leads from the breadboard over here. See if I can do this without getting in the way. And we should, when I touch the orange one, which is standing in for the red, and the white one, which is standing in for the black, to the circuit board right here, you should see in the mirror it should light. Correct? You see that? Wait. Look again. See that? Hold it. There we go. We got lights. Just like that. Really bright ones too. Really nice. Those are some bright lights. Yeah, that's why I like these. These Motown LEDs are fantastic. But what we had to do was we had to take 2 of them, and you need to unravel a little bit of this, and then you got to strip back some insulation, and then you're going to twist 2 blacks, 2 reds together. And according to their directions, you can do 4 sets of these on 1 resistor, which we have to do for the front here, which needs 2 ditch lights, 2 headlights. So I'm going to get after that. I don't know if I might twist them together in 2 groups rather than try to twist all of them together one time. They're hard enough to twist together as it is. So we'll see what we get here. And then we'll take another look. All right, here we go again. We got all the front lights. So 2 headlights, 2 ditch lights. Let me tell you something. With Motown lights, be prepared to be frustrated both stripping the insulation and attaching them. So we got them on there. We got them on our circuit board. So now let's go ahead and you guys look in the mirror. About right there. And I'm going to go and touch them with some power here. So, what do we got here? We got red, and then we should see 4. See them? Let me do it again. See them? Okay, they're there. On, off. There we go. There we go. That's what it looks like. Okay, now what we're going to do next is, now that they work, and we know it, what I'll do is, since we want to keep these guys down in here, I'm going to put a couple of dabs of goop here and there, just to keep them in here nice and clean. And then we're good. Then lights are good, and we can move on to speakers. Very nice.